Now, farmers are up in arms after the South African Special Risk Insurance Association adjusted business premiums with effect from February. This follows the destructive unrest in July that cost the country around 50 billion rand. Free State Agriculture has expressed shock over the increased tariffs. We're joined by FSA President Francois Wilken. Mr. Wilken, thank you very much for your time. You know, I'd say to a certain extent we expected an adjustment in the premiums given that July unrest, which saw a lot of damage to trucks as well, particularly those on the roads, but also saw a depletion of SASRIA's funds with all those claims. But you're saying this adjustment is excessive?
Yes, any adjustment of 1,700% is just out of the blue to the farmers at this moment. And when there's something like what happened in KwaZulu-Natal, you can't ask the farmers or anybody to help you fix that losses of yours. It was in October last year when we got hold of the increases, and we tried to contact SASRIA to discuss the farming equipment with them, with no response. The first response we've got, I think, a week back from SASRIA.
Mm-hmm. Insofar as the farming equipment, just for context, you maintain that somehow it's illogical when we're talking about this 1,700% adjustment. You say it's illogical to increase, particularly for agricultural equipment, which would be your tractors, etc., because they're not transporting goods on the road, similar to those trucks that would have been burned during the July unrest. So you're saying, if anything, yes, there can be an adjustment, but not to that extent.
Yes, if it's realistic, we can accept that, but 1,736% is out of the way. And we asked them specifically about the equipment farmers are using, like planters and sprayers and things that are standing on the farm. And the answer we got, they said that farming equipment will be categorized under their weight, 3,500 kilograms. With no explanation, and we must pay those premiums, and that's why we are up in arms on that.
Mm-hmm. Would you not say that it's business unusual now beyond following that unrest, because they actually have depleted their funds? Because just looking at it at face value, for me at the very least, I'd say this speaks to the depletion of funds, that they have none, so everybody's now going to suffer for that unrest.
Yes, we can take it further. If the security forces in South Africa, we were ready for anything like that, the extent of the things happening in Natal will be not that big. So if the state is maybe failing the community on doing their job, then you can't just go and give your losses back to the people of the country.
I suppose in one vein you're correct that it shouldn't be, but at the same time what has happened has heightened the levels of insecurity, so to say, that most people now are a bit alert and wary. So even if we're talking insurance, there would be that concern that at any point they could come and even torch farms. If wouldn't you say that it has become a very volatile situation insofar as security is concerned in the country?
Yes, it may be, but on top of a lot of things, to give an increase of 1,700%, we are fighting in the Free State, especially at the moment, the rains and the crops are in dire straits at the moment, and we're facing a 20% increase in Eskom. And on top of that, 1,700% on SASRIA insurance is not acceptable for the farmers, and it's not viable for us to survive this.
Sure, it could certainly leave many out of business. So what form of recourse do you have at this point? Are you looking to further engage SASRIA, or what is the next step?
Yes, we've got response from some of the big insurance companies that want to work with us, and we want SASRIA to come to the table that we can explain our position at this stage and see if they can help us in some way. The increase is inevitable, maybe, but 1,700% is not on the table at any stage.
And this could actually even lead to food insecurity. So we all suffer beyond just the farm owners. No, it's honestly a very difficult one. Mr. Francois, thank you very much for your
everybody,
time.
for the whole value chain and everybody who's exporting to the harbors and all that. It's a big, and the big transport companies, they can give that increase through to the people using them. The farmers are price takers. We can't make prices. We take prices all the way to the market. We can't put that increase through to the consumer.
Yeah, no, this one is a very difficult one, and time is not on your side because it comes into effect next month. But hopefully you guys can meet each other halfway. Thank you very much. That was Francois Wilken, President of the Free State Agriculture.